Have you ever heard the sound of a nylon-stringed, fully or semi-acoustic, classic Spanish guitar being played? The sound and the soul of the music it produces is exceptionally its own. Maybe you've wondered how it is possible that wood and strings can produce such melodies. If yes, then buckle your seatbelts because you're in for the ride of a lifetime. Today, we are going to be exploring the making of classic Spanish guitars. By the time we're done, you will not only know what it takes to make these guitars so special, but you will also have the necessary ideas to make one of your own. Ready? Let's get into it. As with most musical instruments, the main origin of the Spanish guitar is not known. However, we know that a drawing of a guitar-like instrument is rumored to have been painted around 3000 BC. Which of our predecessors did that? No idea. The modern-day guitar, however, traces its roots to Spain. Maybe that's why it's called Spanish guitar. Around the 15th century, the current shape of the guitar began to take on form with the vihuela, a guitar-like instrument made up of 4 double strings. The guitar as we know it today was modified by Antonio de Torres, born in Spain around 1817, and since then it has continued to improve and get better and better. Now that history is out of the way, how exactly do you make a classic Spanish guitar? When it comes to making a classic Spanish guitar, the first and probably the most important thing to consider is the wood. Picking the wood for your guitar is as important as laying the proper foundation for a building. Why? The quality of wood you choose would determine the sound quality of your guitar and how long your guitar will last. It is safe to say that the future stability of the instrument depends on this very important choice. For an excellent Spanish guitar with the potential to stand the test of time, your best bet is German spruce, Picea abies, which can be sourced in Central Europe. It is considered one of the best woods for its even grain distribution and ideal density. Another good option is red Canadian cedar, Thuja plicata. Next, let's consider what it takes to construct the different parts of the guitar. The soundboard is considered the focal point of the guitar because it is what determines the sound of your guitar. To get the best soundboard, you need a thin spruce sheet with an equal thickness between 2 and 3 millimeters. This thickness gives you the right blend of strength and flexibility, allowing your guitar to reach its top vibration. The spruce is cut into braces and gummed to the soundboard's underside. This allows the braces to serve as a support for the acoustic qualities of the soundboard. Bonus info. One cheat technique that the best classical Spanish guitar makers use is fan bracing. It is a method that helps distribute the vibrations evenly over the soundboard. But we'll leave more info about this for another video. For the sides and back of the instrument, rosewood or mahogany are a perfect fit. You can slice either of these woods into thin pieces and soak them in water to make the already soft pieces malleable like paper. Then, using a red-hot pipe, you can bend every strip of wood to the form you want. But that's not all. After bending, these pieces are clamped into a mold to form them. Then, the back of the board is reinforced with braces and placed to form a uniform thickness to give structural support to your instrument. I know, it's already taking on form, but we're not done yet. Once you are done with the top, back, and side of the guitar, the moment you have been waiting for finally arrives. Drum roll, please. Assemble the guitar body. At this point, you can take a moment to appreciate your effort. The soundboard comes first, then the back, bonded to the sides with a good adhesive. If you want something classic, then you need a good fit, and this can only be achieved through accuracy and care. Making a guitar is a gradual and delicate process that should not be rushed. On the inside, glue the corners together by kerfing wood. Basically, use a sequence of tiny notches carved into strips of wood, especially for the areas where the top and back meet the sides. This reinforces the junction and creates more space for gluing. After this, it's time to rest for a bit. Leave the instrument to dry for a couple of hours and let the adhesive take effect fully. The next vital part of the guitar to construct is the neck. The neck is a long, thin piece of wood between the head and the body of the guitar. And for the classic Spanish guitar, your best bet for neck wood is Honduran cedar wood, Cedrela odorata. The cedar wood must be shaped to the right proportions to fit the size of the guitar being made. Usually, a truss rod is added in the neck to offset stress and maintain the neck's straightness. Once the body is dried, you join the body to the neck using a classic Spanish heel joint. Using the heel joint for the combination ensures that the best transfer of vibration takes place between the head and the body, and also offers a strong link. Remember, we are not just creating a Spanish guitar, we want a classic one. These minor details are what may make your Spanish guitar classic or otherwise. Any slight change or minor misalignment can affect the guitar's playability and overall sound. How we doing so far? At this point, your classic Spanish guitar is almost ready. Let's get to putting our final ingredients. First off is the bridge and fingerboard installation. The bridge is usually made of rosewood and fits perfectly on the soundboard. Remember, the intonation and playability depend on where you place the bridge. Carefully mark the spot with a marker or chalk and apply your glue. For the fingerboard, frets are hammered into the slots, after which they are leveled and polished. The fingerboard helps to ensure the consistent pressing down of the strings to provide clear, buzz-free tones. With the bridge and fingerboard installed, we're 85% done. Now is a good time to coat the wood. After all the glue and adhesives and all the finger marks, get a light layer of lacquer or shellac and spray over the wood to accentuate its natural beauty. Use consecutive coating with each coating polished and sanded to produce a smooth surface. This process improves the look and protects the guitar's wood from wear and moisture. After all these have been done and the coating has dried, it's time to take the classic Spanish guitar to 100%. For this, we have to install the nut and saddle on the headstock and match them to the bridge and neck, which we installed earlier. These parts are required to maintain the proper string height and spacing. Usually, the nut can be either synthetic or bone, but most importantly, the nut is meticulously formed and slatted to ensure that the strings rest at their proper height and spacing. The final piece of this beauty to make up the classic Spanish guitar, which I'm sure your hands have been itching to start playing, is to add the nylon strings. The strings are what echo into the soundbox and make the beautiful classical music we all love to hear. This part is best done with a tuning machine. As you install the strings, you have to test the tension and intonation to guarantee that the guitar is well tuned to produce the right melodies. And with that, we have come to the end of this video. Now, if you've been paying attention and following up, you most likely have your guitar by you and ready to play. But what I'm not sure if you've done is subscribe to this channel so you can get more content like this. So what are you waiting for? Subscribe, like, and share this video to another classic Spanish guitar lover like yourself. See you in the next video.